Earlier, I showed you guys how to create an opacity mask. Now, that effect would come in very handy in the more bland parts of this image. For example, this solid blue shape would look really cool if it had some kind of actual photograph placed within it using an opacity mask. So I'm going to get my layers out. And let me see here. Here's the reference layer. I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to copy this image. So I'm going to go to Edit, Copy, and then I'll lock that layer and put it on the mask layer, which is where this effect is going to be applied. So I'm going to just paste that anywhere. Then I'll go ahead and lock the reference layer, and I will temporarily lock my white boxes layer, which, as you recall, is how I hide the fact that there are jaggedy edges in my artwork. So I create a bunch of boxes to do that. So I'm going to hide that as well. Now that I have this artwork, I'm going to position it, and I'm going to scale it. I don't really care if it's going to be stretched too much. I just want to get that in there somehow. Now that I have that artwork, I'm going to move it over again so we can copy the blue region. That's going to be our mask. So now that I have the blue area, I'm going to go to Edit, Copy. Then I'm going to put this image right back where it was. Now I'm going to go to my transparency panel, and I'm going to choose Make Opacity Mask. Then I'll click on the mask itself and go to Edit, Paste in Front. Now we have that artwork in the back of the mask. All we have to do now is go to our layers, or actually let me go back and click on the original artwork here to bring back our layers. Now I'm going to click on the other parts of the image, for example this part, and go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front, which hides a part of that. And I'll click on this other part of the artwork, this orange piece, and do the same thing, Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. And now we have this really cool effect where we can see a little bit of a picture back there in our artwork. So I'm going to go ahead and turn back all my white boxes to give me my clean edges back. And that is a great way to use an opacity mask in a stylized piece of artwork like this to give it a really unique feel. So we have some Illustrator artwork, we have a photograph all in one image, but the photograph is very, very subtle.